temperatures again in the 90s across the area. And the Lynx are starting to heat up as well, looking for a third consecutive win tonight as they host the Atlanta Dreams. These same two teams played on Friday night right here at Target Center in a game that came down to the wire. In a tie game, Nafisa Collier was fouled on this play with 1.5 seconds left. Fee made both of her free throws, and the Lynx held off Atlanta 86-84. That was the second consecutive win for the Lynx. Minnesota snapped Atlanta's four-game winning streak in the process. So here we are, a couple weeks into the season. Atlanta is 4-3. The Lynx 2-4. Every game Minnesota has played this season has been against a team with a winning record. It's been a tough start to the season for the Lynx. They are holding their own, and we welcome you tonight to Target Center. I'm Marnie Gellner along with Leah Bielsen. Leah, back-to-back wins now for Minnesota, and things just feel a little lighter around here. You see a few more smiles, and winning just makes everything better.
Yeah, winning is good, and it has been fun to watch the Lynx win 2 in a row. What we're seeing is what we saw a little bit more last year, a team that feels comfortable with each other, a team that trusts one another on the court, and as they get more comfortable and more locked in like they were on Friday night, the Lynx can play with any team.
And leading the way on Friday night was Nafisa Collier, who had played in just her third game of the season. 26 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals for Collier, and hit those game-winning free throws as well. She can do so much for this team. After the win on Friday night, Cheryl Reeves said Fee was the key.
Probably her first couple performances might have sparked her a little bit. She wasn't playing like, she feels like she was capable. I thought she was getting, just too sped up and running through plays rather than just letting plays happen. She's got such good footwork, that you saw, her up and under, which was big before that last play. But she's just good in the paint. And so I think, and she's recognizing, too, that, the 3 balls are there, and she's got to keep taking those. So I think she's had good balance.
Leah, we knew it might take a minute for Collier to find a rhythm with the Lynx and vice versa, but she's hit the ground running.
Yeah, Fee's getting better and better each game that she plays in Friday night. I thought the best game of the season offensively, just so impactful with the 26 points. Atlanta just really couldn't find an answer and couldn't figure out how to slow her down because she has a way to score, a variety of different ways to score, and she's just a versatile player. It's really fun to see her.
One of the statistics that really stood out from that game on Friday night was points in the paint. Minnesota outscored Atlanta 40-18 in the paint. Nafisa Collier was certainly a part of that, so was Sylvia Fowles.
Absolutely, and the Lynx did a really great job of making it a priority to own the paint. They started with their post play, got easy layups, and then went to the perimeter, attacked the basket, and they showed us just how important it is to get those high percentage shots. The same type of dominant paint play will be needed in tonight's game.
44% of Minnesota's points this season have come in the paint. One player who has really come on for Atlanta lately is Tiffany Hayes. She was a big part of the win on Friday as well, and she is someone that Minnesota's going to have to focus on tonight.
Tiffany Hayes is having a great season, and she is a huge part of Atlanta's offense. Her ability to slash to the basket makes her really difficult to defend. She scored 23 points on the Lynx along with 8 boards, but she also brings energy, effort on the defensive end, does a great job of creating pressure on the ball.
8 of 17 from the floor for Hayes, and in the last couple of weeks, she's been a top 5 scorer in the NBA, averaging 21.8 points per game just since May 25th, among the best scorers in the league in that span. Coming up, the Lynx have won back-to-back games here at Target Center, hoping to stay happy at home and make it 3 in a row. We'll have the tip against Atlanta after this. It's the Lynx and Atlanta Dream from Target Center. Minnesota beat the Dream by 2 on Friday night. So it's one of the mini-series that the WNBA has scheduled this season to limit some of the travel. Lynx will try to make it back-to-back wins over Atlanta, and they will start Lasia Clarendon in the backcourt with Kayla McBride. Bridget Carlton is in the starting lineup for Damiris Dantas, who is out with back spasms. Nafisa Collier and Sylvia Fowles, your front court for Minnesota. And for Atlanta, former Lynx player Odyssey Sims in the backcourt, along with Courtney Williams, a very talented scorer, Tiffany Hayes, Deanna Hawkins, and Elizabeth Williams. What are your keys for tonight, Leah?
Well, we'll start with the dream and protect the paint. You can't allow the Lynx to get 40 points in the paint again and pressure the ball. They do it better than any other team. Pressure the ball, get steals, turn the Lynx over. And for the Lynx, limit the turnovers. The dream thrive on turning you over, getting you out of your comfort zone, protect the ball, and then attack the basket. If the Lynx can break through those traps, they can get uncontested shots at the basket.
Well, we saw a pretty entertaining game on Friday night, a really evenly matched game. Same personnel, minus Demira Stantis, but she only played about 7.5 minutes on Friday before leaving with that sore back. So, would you expect we're going to see that same type of wire-to-wire matchup tonight?
Well, I sure hope so, Marnie. I think this is a good matchup for both teams. It's an interesting matchup, what Atlanta brings with all their athleticism, what Minnesota brings with that big front court.
There's Elizabeth Williams with the basketball to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams comes in averaging 19 points per game. The Lynx held her 15 on Friday. Double team comes in against Elizabeth Williams. It's a turnover, so Minnesota will take possession.
Yeah, Minnesota starting off right away, protecting the paint. Little wall down low, so no one's getting in there.
Clarendon playing in just her third game for Minnesota. And she's made a huge impact since signing. Carlton on the pull-up, hits the first points of the game. Bridget Carlton.
Really important for Bridget Carlton to get going early in this game. I like the way how she attacked the basket right away.
Tiffany Hayes with the basketball. Hayes kicks it out to Sims. Sims guarded by Clarendon. 7 on the shot clock. Sims heads to the hoop. Strong off the back of the iron. Clarendon with the rebound.
It's a good look. Open lane for Sims. She just can't finish it.
Collier gets it to Sill. Fouls. Works her way around and finally up and in.
No one does it better down low. Great footwork. Gets her spacing. Tries to figure out where she can get the easiest shot.
Sylvia Fowles had 6 points in the first quarter Friday. Stolen away. Here's Carlton. She's got Fowles with her. Bridget stops. Shot is short. There is Fowles for the offensive rebound. Puts it down once and in.
Doesn't it feel good when you have someone to clean up the boards like that for you? That's what Sylvia Fowles does.
That was impressive. On both grabbing that rebound and finding some open space to work with. Wow. Sims puts the basketball on the ground. Now it's on the wing. Hayes has it. To Odyssey Sims, and now finally to Hawkins, and they work it back around. Courtney Williams, I don't think, got it off in time. Heard the buzzer go, and it'll be Lynx basketball.
Good
The
defensive
third turnover
stop.
already. Yes, great defense by Minnesota.
That's a great way to start this game. Let your defense speak for itself, and the defense always gets the Lynx offense rolling.
Mike Peterson, you just saw there, the interim head coach for Atlanta after Nikki Collin was named Baylor women's basketball coach about a month ago. Clarendon kicks it out to Carlton. 3 off the back of the iron right to Clarendon, though. She's there for the offensive rebound. Too high on the pass for Sill, but then it's stolen back. And here is Fowles. She'll take the jump shot off of the Bridget Carlton steal. Sylvia Fowles has 6 points in this game.
Wow, Minnesota taking advantage right away of the miscues by Atlanta. We didn't see this in the first game on Friday night.
4 turnovers already by the Dream, and Minnesota has converted that into 6 points. A good, energetic start for the Lynx, up 8-0 out of the gate. 8-0. The Lynx have just shot right out of the gate. Sylvia Fowles has 6 early points for Minnesota.
And this is where Minnesota can continue to go right into Sylvia Fowles. They started the game Friday night the same way. Carlton gets the turnover, and they go right inside the Fowles. Quick, easy points. She has that high field goal percentage, shooting in the 60s.
Came into tonight leading the league 60.3%. There you see her numbers all time in the WNBA. Courtney Williams right out of that timeout, strong off the glass, and a rebound by Fowles. That's her 2nd tonight.
Effective on both ends of the court.
The Lynx went to Sill early on Friday, too. She had 6 points in the first quarter, but she finished the game with 8.
Yeah, really slowed down. The Lynx went to the perimeter game and started attacking from outside.
And that'll work sometimes, just like there. Kayla McBride for 3.
Kayla McBride is really finding her groove on the three-point line. Nice quick release. No one quicker in the W.
11-0 Minnesota. And stolen away. Turnover again by Atlanta. Clarendon takes on some contact, takes it out of bounds, and it is a foul on Tiffany Hayes.
Kayla McBride comes in here because she can do one thing really well, and that's hit big shots at big moments on the three-point line, and there it is, boom. She knows it, and for her to get in that rhythm early, good for the Lynx.
Clarendon just hounded by Monique Billings. Finally gets free, but gives it up to Fowles right at the free throw line. Sills a perfect 4 of 4. She's got 8 points, which was her total on Friday night.
Yeah, that's right, and I love the fact that she's pulled out a little bit. That's going to change the way they're going to have to defend her.
13-0 Minnesota. Atlanta has yet to score in this game. Here's Courtney Williams, their leading scorer, and a foul away from the ball. That's on McBride. And Atlanta is the team that is known for this swarming defense that can throw teams off, and here it's Minnesota starting that way.
The Lynx beating Atlanta at their own game, being so active in the passing lanes, looking to turn them over.
Courtney Williams into the paint, kicks it out to Hayes. The three-pointer is up and in for Tiffany Hayes, and Atlanta is on the board.
Yeah, Tiffany Hayes is going to prove to be difficult for the Lynx here. She certainly was Friday night. She has a lot of offensive weapons.
Clarendon, nice drive to the hoop. A good finish by Leisha.
Clarendon, quick.
A shot from the elbow and a quick 2 right back for Atlanta. And that was McDonald, Ari McDonald, the rookie out of Arizona.
The bench was big for Atlanta in the first game, and McDonald was a big part of that.
Nearly stolen away there by the Dream. Fowles has that's McBride in the corner. And it's a 3 again. Kayla McBride has hit 2 of them in this game. Hayes spins, stolen away. Clarendon finds a clearing out ahead of everyone. Leisha, tough shot, offensive rebound, McBride, and 1.
That's the extra effort that Coach Reeve was looking for in her Lynx team.
Wow.
Down the court, I love it.
The energy from the starters to the bench players to the crowd in this game. Just arms everywhere.
Yep, getting in the passing lane, pushing the ball down court, and when you miss the layup, your teammate has your back, and then your teammate, McBride, goes to the line.
Kayla McBride at 8 points in this game already. She's made 15 of her 16 free throw attempts this season. Tiffany Hayes. And now here's Ari McDonald. They swing it down into the corner. There's Cheyenne Parker. Offensive rebound. So a fresh 14 for Atlanta. McDonald kicks it out to the corner, swinging around to Hayes. She'll put it on the deck. Hayes, too strong. Rebound to Nafisa Collier, up ahead to Carlton. Bridget Carlton, nice dish back to Collier, and she couldn't quite get the roll.
But nice to get some easy, fast break points, but Minnesota can't get it done.
Williams is gobbled up in the lane. That miss by Collier at the other end ended a string where Minnesota had scored on 9 of 10 possessions. That would explain the big margin here. It's going to be a foul on Nafisa Collier. McDonald will inbound, gets it to Courtney Williams. She's looking for Parker. Here is Parker. And a foul, I think, on Crystal Dangerfield, trying to guard Cheyenne Parker. Parker's 6'4", Crystal Dangerfield 5'5". Yeah, they'll get it on fouls.
A little bit of a mismatch when Dangerfield was on her, but Fowles picked up the foul.
And Tiffany Hayes picks up the bucket.
Tiffany Hayes is going to have to pick up her game for her team because she has been effective and can get to the basket so well.
Collier gets to the basket there, but again, can't quite get the finish. She's been close on her last 2 attempts. Williams gets it into the corner. Parker for 3. Cheyenne Parker hits, and it's a 21-10 game. And you knew Atlanta wasn't going to stay down for long.
And Atlanta's really needing to rely right now on their perimeter game, having a hard time getting points in the paint.
A whistle on the play, and now Clarendon is going to come in, and Bridget Carlton will sit down. Natalie Achanwa also gives Sylvia Fowles a break. And so we're going to see this backcourt again of Laisha Clarendon and Crystal Dangerfield together, which Cheryl Reeve said was Katie Smith's idea.
Yes,
and they love it so far.
I do too. I think it offers them a lot of different opportunities. Totally different players, but they both have a lot to offer, so I think it's great, and I love that it was Katie's idea.
And Tiffany Hayes checked out too for Atlanta with 2 fouls. Here's Achanwa. Shot went off the bottom of the rim. She's fouled on the attempt. Natalie Achanwa had a good game on Friday night too, contributing 8 points, which is the season high for her in her first season as a Lynx.
Yeah, really good to see her get rolling on this team, and she comes in here right away, a bench player, and gets herself to the free throw line. That's so important. In the same way that Bridget Carlton came into the game tonight, she was a starter, usually as a bench player, but had a big impact right away.
Chanwa on Friday was 4 of 5 from the field in 10.5 minutes, had 8 points. And this season, including that last free throw, she's a perfect 7 of 7 and now 8 of 8. Atlanta struggling to get on the board early, but has started to make up some ground. That shot by McDonald was strong off the back of the rim. Clarendon, a little hesitation and then spinning, taking on the contact. Courtney Williams with the rebound. She's a very good rebounding guard. Good pass, too. A nice look up ahead to Monique Billings.
Good communication by Atlanta's offense. Billing does a good job of leaking out, getting down the court, getting an easy basket.
Dangerfield. They swing it around McBride. She's hit a couple of threes and another one. Kayla McBride is 3 of 3 from 3. And a quick answer from Crystal Bradford. Atlanta comes right back with that Bradford 3.
Well, the game on Friday night was all about points in the paint. This one looks like it's going to be about 3-point shooting. And boy, the teams are hot.
So far, Minnesota is 3 of 4 from 3. And Atlanta's 3 of 3. Foul on the play called on Parker. So Cheyenne Parker picks up her first foul. Nope, that's her second. So Achanwa right back to the line where she just hit a pair. And that's short in her first free throw miss of the season. Watch and Win fans, tonight's Watch 'em and Win 'em prize is a drawstring bag. Visit lynxbasketball.com/win for your chance to win that prize and a 20% off discount at the online team store. Winners will be notified by email. Good luck, everyone, and go Lynx. A really good first quarter so far for the Lynx. They'd like to finish off this last 220 strong as well. Bradford kicked it out into the corner, and McDonald hit.
Dangerfield's late on the closeout. She was hustling to get there, but just a second too late.
McDonald off the bench has been a force. She's got 5 points, but she has been everywhere on the floor. Courtney Williams all the way to the baseline before she got stopped by Jessica Shepard. Good defense by Minnesota. Courtney Williams has yet to score. As a matter of fact, the only starter who has scored in this game for Atlanta is Tiffany Hayes. She has 5. No other starting player has scored a basket or scored a point for that matter.
That is going to be a problem for Atlanta. They need to get Courtney Williams rolling. They have to get her touches and get her attack in the basket.
Bradford misses the 3. McBride, who has 3 of them, gets it inside to Ochanwa. And Ochanwa gets it to Dangerfield. Behind the back, trying to get free. Oh, she had it stolen away. Crystal Bradford. Ahead to McDonald. And McDonald lost the dribble. They're calling Kayla McBride for the foul, but I thought McDonald just kind of got tangled up on the dribble. And McBride is letting the officials know what happened. Let's take a look at it.
Oh,
yeah,
there's
McBride
no
did
foul
not
there.
touch her. Ari McDonald just got caught up in the dribble and a tough pass up ahead and running at full speed.
No foul at all.
But it will officially go down as the second foul on Kayla McBride, which forces Cheryl Reeve to put her on the bench with 12 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, really unfortunate to put a shooter who's hot on the bench.
McDonald misses. Offensive rebound again, though, for Atlanta. Stolen away by Ochanwa. Passes up ahead to Clarendon. Clarendon also has Dangerfield. Gets it to Crystal, who's fouled.
There it is. Clarendon, Dangerfield. The connection on the court. I like it.
The 2 guards playing together. We saw it Friday night for the first time. And we see what a spark these 2 can have. Nice steal by Ochanwa to start this break.
Yeah, Ochanwa, that's why she's on this team. Her ability to get in passing lanes, turn you over, do all the little things that are so important, and she's really starting to feel comfortable now with this Lynx team.
Dangerfield hits at the line. Together, Clarendon and Dangerfield on Friday night both played over 20 minutes and were both very effective from the floor. Dangerfield scored 10 of her 13 points in the fourth quarter. She just hit the second free throw there.
Yeah, Dangerfield is really proven to be that clutch player who should always be in the game in the fourth quarter.
Williams with the ball still has not scored this quarter. Hayes is the only starter still who has scored for Atlanta. McDonald here gets the shot off. Oh, and a rebound bounces right to Elizabeth Williams. That was right place, right time.
It sure was. It was a little bit lucky. They are a great offensive rebounding team, but that was a little bit lucky.
Dangerfield finds a cutting Jessica Shepard, who couldn't finish with the left hand. Wow, the seas just absolutely parted on that play.
Yeah, she was so wide open, she didn't know what to do with it.
Williams drains the 3, and you knew Courtney Williams wasn't going to stay scoreless for long.
Yeah, this is exactly what Atlanta did in the last game. They're down, and they just slowly creep back into the game.
Down to a 6-point lead for Minnesota after an 18-8 Atlanta run. Clarendon, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Shepard open for 3 from the wing. Back of the iron. The rebound to McDonald, who pushed it up ahead, get off the shot. And the first quarter ends as the highest scoring first quarter of the season for Minnesota with 29 points. The Lynx shot 53%. Atlanta came back to shoot 50%. The Lynx lead at 29-23, 6-point lead after 1 quarter at Target Center. An energetic first quarter at Target Center. The Lynx lead at 29-23. A season high in the first quarter for Minnesota tonight with those 29. And one of the big reasons why Minnesota was so effective is points off of turnovers. 13-0 in favor of the Lynx. 7 turnovers for Atlanta. Minnesota turned that into 13 points. That is efficient.
Yeah, that's really efficient. It's super surprising. I think if we would have anticipated or guessed what that number would be, we would reverse it in that Atlanta would be turning over Minnesota. So pretty impressive what Minnesota's done out there. And the other thing Minnesota has to think about as Atlanta moves its way back into this game is we had 10 points in the paint in the first 3:23. And last 6:37, we have no points in the paint. So we got to go back to what works is not forcing the ball inside, but looking for that option, attacking the paint.
Here's Collier in the paint. Had it knocked away by Billings. Minnesota will retain possession, but that's something on Friday night we saw as well, Leah. Minnesota going in, especially to Sylvia Fowles early in the game.
Yep, and then it really slowed down, and they had to readjust.
Here's Fowles going into the paint, drawing a huge crowd and drawing a foul. All of a sudden, there was nobody guarding Sill, and she saw it. put it on the deck and close, and then there were 4 defenders on her.
Yeah, good job by Sylvia here. It looks like she's going to hand the ball off to Rachel Banham. The defense kind of loosens up. She makes her way to the basket. That's a pretty sweet move by 6'6" Sylvia Fowles.
By Sweet Sill.
Sweet Sill. That's what we call her.
57% free throw shooter this season for Sill, and very efficient from the field overall, 60.3%, which is now actually number 2 in the league. I think earlier tonight I said she still leads the league, but Liz Cambage has taken over that spot just in terms of efficiency so far in the first few weeks of the season. McDonald tried to pass it up. There's another steal by Minnesota. Turnover number 8 by the Dream. Clarendon has Collier on the wing. Nafisa into the lane, short on her shot, gets her own rebound. Clarendon looked at the 3, decides to pass instead. Fouls between 2 defenders, and she will head to the free throw line again.
Again, that's going to be open, and then you take it, you keep doing it till it's not open anymore, and you don't force it, but I like the communication that the Lynx have on the court right now. Marnie, before the game on the Zoom call, we talked to Coach Reeve, and she was talking about the defense, and I asked her, were you happy with the defense in Friday night's game? And she said it needs to be a lot better in this game, and it is.
Yep. And she pointed out specifically on the perimeter,
yes,
that Minnesota's defense needed to handle Atlanta's guards a little bit better, and I would think Cheryl Reeve would be happy with the way this has gone so far in that department.
Right, I think so too. Really active, really locked in, hands in the passing lane.
Fouls with 11 points so far. Kayla McBride has 12. She misses that second free throw, and Courtney Williams pushes it the other way. She's got Hayes, fake the 3, back to Williams, top of the key, off the rim, and oh, wow. An attempt at the rebound by Monique Billings. She comes up okay, which is good to see because she took a hard fall going for that rebound off the Courtney Williams miss, which seemed to hang up in the sky for
too much flying on that
long
one.
enough to sort of freeze everyone. Hayes off the dribble. She's fouled. So Tiffany Hayes is going to go to the free throw line, and this will be Atlanta's first free throws of the game. Minnesota's 9 of 11. Atlanta has yet to shoot a free throw.
Yeah, and that tells you that Atlanta needs to be more aggressive at attacking the basket. When you're not getting to the free throw line, it usually means you're settling for jumpers.
Hayes hits the free throw. She had been the only Atlanta starter to score, but Elizabeth Williams now has a basket. Courtney Williams has a basket. And Hayes comes in averaging 18 points per game, had 23 on Friday night. She is a player that seems to have found her rhythm. So Minnesota will be keying in, I'm sure, on Hayes as this ball game goes on. Right now, Clarendon has the ball. To Collier, and again to Fowles. A nice cut by Achanwa, and a foul on Hayes. Tiffany Hayes, that'll be number 3 on her.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem for Atlanta. They're going to have to take her out, I'm guessing. And she's the only one scoring right now, but here's the communication. This is what we're seeing a little bit different from the Lynx right now. Big seeing each other, passing the ball down low, trusting one another.
All right, 2 shots.
Chanwa at the free throw line, coming off a season-high 8 points on Friday night. And you saw the reaction from Tiffany Hayes when she picked up that foul, and I'm guessing that's wise because she knows it's her 3rd. We still have 8:46 left to play in the second, but Mike Peterson, as of yet, letting her play. Keeping her on the court with those 3 fouls. We'll see if Minnesota maybe goes at Tiffany Hayes a little bit.
Yeah, I would think about it.
Donald with the ball. Now Elizabeth Williams at 6'3", handling, and now passing it off to McDonald. A good give and go with the big feeding the guard, cutting to the basket.
Yeah, they do a nice 1-5 connection right there, and a nice open lane on the left side of the court.
Clarendon to Fowles. Sill finds Rachel Banham. They swing it around to Achanwa. And now Clarendon. Collier open for 3, and she hits it. Nafisa Collier with her first three-point basket of the night. Her first basket of this game.
Yeah, surprising that it took this long. That's a big shot for her. And Rachel Banham was wide open on the three-point line as well.
Hayes playing with 3 fouls. Missed the shot. Offensive rebound, though. Hayes will get it again. Time to reset her feet on the baseline. Tiffany Hayes hits that one.
She almost had so much time. I wondered if she was going to make it. She situated herself, got her hands ready, hit the big shot.
Found the seams, got the ball right. Chanwa. And here is Banham. Still. Tough pass to Collier. Here's Banham open for 3. Rebound, it's it. From Rachel Banham has needed that one. 1 of 11 from 3 coming into this one tonight.
Yeah, everyone's getting involved in this three-point party.
Minnesota has hit 5 of 8 from 3. That's 62.5%.
Her first shot of the game that goes in is a three-pointer, and it's a big one for Fee. And then Rachel Banham getting involved herself. That has to feel good for Rachel to see that one go through.
Such a pure shooter, too. Someone who looks just so good when she's balanced and level. No doubt on that one. And Atlanta 6 of 10 from 3. Both teams shooting it really well early. And right after hitting that 3, Rachel Banham will check out. Nice shift for her. Having a word with Katie Smith. McDonald hits the free throw. Minnesota up by 7 after the Lynx got out of the gates in a hurry. Had a 16-point lead in the first quarter.
Lynx bench has added 9 points to this game for Atlanta. They've had 17 points from their bench.
And Kayla McBride has shot it really well tonight. 5 of 6 now, 14 points. She had 12 in the first quarter.
Remember when she played on Vegas and she would come in here and we would say, oh, Kayla McBride's coming. You'd be so nervous. And it's so nice to have Kayla McBride in the Lynx uniform.
Turnover by the Dream. McBride can't quite finish there. Clarendon open for 3. Leja leaves it short. Collier goes for the rebound. And there is a foul on Atlanta. Yeah, that is on Tiffany Hayes.
Wow.
That's going to be number 4. So Hayes was trying to prevent Collier from going after the rebound there.
Yeah, she was being really aggressive, knowing that she really can't afford to get a foul here.
Look at the right side of your screen.
Well, you're going to pick up a foul doing that.
So hey, I understand what she was trying to do, and that was to keep Collier away from the ball.
It's like a moving screen. You're trying to keep her from getting the ball, but that
She's just boxing her out and shuffling with her. But yeah, that's a huge foul because it's number 4 on Tiffany Hayes, and she is still talking to the officials.
She has 10 points in this game, the only Atlanta player in double figures, and they're going to miss that scoring.
You see Tiffany Bird, the official there, who was having a word with Mike Peterson, having a word with Tiffany Hayes, who sits down with not happy. 4 fouls, 10 points in the game. And again, Hayes averages 18, so she is a big part of Atlanta's everything.
Yeah, that's right. And this is a team without Kennedy Carter. They need scoring.
Fouls couldn't quite get the handle, got a tough shot off, but the shot clock went off. She didn't catch rim. Courtney Williams off the back of the rim.
Courtney Williams needs to start penetrating and getting into the lane, trying to create some easy shots for herself.
Trying to create there was Leja Clarendon. And you mentioned Courtney Williams, 1 of 4 to start this game with 3 points. A very quiet first half so far for Williams. McDonald stolen away by Sylvia Fowles. Turnover number 10 for Atlanta. Has Collier up ahead, and Fee finishes off the fast break.
Right to Fee, I like it. That's good old-fashioned basketball.
5 points for Nafisa Collier. Minnesota 16 points off turnovers. Atlanta has none. And Minnesota's only turned it over twice. Atlanta has 10 turnovers. Courtney Williams, 2 on the shot clock, gets it off. strong off the back of the rim. Good rebound. Nafisa Collier in between two Dream players.
Yeah, something that Nafisa Collier does very well, getting those types of rebounds, getting the ball out, starting the Lynx offense.
Carlton drives to the hoop in the starting lineup tonight for Demiris Dantas, who is out with back spasms. Collier will try a three. She misses that one. She was pretty well guarded by McDonald. The Fee is 1 of 2 now from 3. 5 points. Minnesota still up 11 in the second quarter. A good first half for Minnesota, leading the Atlanta Dream by 11, 43-32. And these last couple of wins Minnesota has had in very close games, but everything has just been better in these last 2. Points per game up, field goal percentage up, three-point percentage up, rebounds. That would make sense why Minnesota has played so much better.
Yep, they had that slow start. People came in late to camp, the awful training camp we've heard so much about. Now they're situated, they're feeling comfortable, they understand what's needed from them. And one of the things Coach Reeves said is they thought they were playing hard. Then when they went back and would watch the tape, they would say, oh, okay, now I get it. Now they've picked it up to another level.
Nice shot off the dribble by Crystal Bradford. And it didn't help the schedule either. I mean, to play the defending champions Seattle Storm twice already, to play Connecticut when Connecticut only had 1 loss, 6-1 or 5-1 when they came in here. Fouls with the offensive rebound. The putback try goes in. Sill has 13 points for Minnesota.
Sill has really been the backbone for this Lynx team all season long. They've been able to depend on her to get points, block shots, get rebounds.
Bradford got the shot up. She is fouled. And that is a foul on Sylvia Fowles, her second. Let's look at Sill's last basket.
Calling for it. Just kind of grabs it and gets her 2.
And to finish the thought on Minnesota's tough schedule, which is not an excuse, it just might explain some of the schedule, including tonight against the Dream. This is Minnesota's 7th game of the season. All 7 opponents have a record of at least 500 or better.
Yeah, they've played some really good teams.
Minnesota has played the top half of the WNBA, and Minnesota's in that class. But it isn't until you start to see some of the competition that is below 500 that you can kind of catch your breath and make some ground.
And maybe or maybe not in this league that's just so talent-laden right now that even teams that are struggling are really, really good.
A turnover by Minnesota, just the 3rd tonight. Atlanta does not have any points yet off of Minnesota turnovers. Nearly an Atlanta turnover there, but Bradford keeps the dribble. Hounded defensively. Here's Courtney Williams. Now Bridget Carlton's on her after the switch. Bradford. It's rim, rebound, and a tough one by Sylvia Fowles.
Yeah, she tore that rebound down.
The 4th of the night for Sill. A nice fake by Dangerfield. McBride wide open for 3. Offensive rebound. Fowles up and in. Offensive foul on Sylvia Fowles.
Ooh, she doesn't like that one, and I don't blame her.
That is her 3rd. So Tiffany Hayes has 4, and she's on the bench. And now Sylvia Fowles will sit down with 13 points, 5 rebounds, but also 3 fouls. Oh, okay. No arguing. Saw the lean in the shoulder.
Yep,
You're okay with that call?
I'm going to go with it.
Okay.
I'm going to go with it. We didn't have that angle sitting way up here.
Courtney Williams.
A lot of dribbling going on there.
Billings. That's Cheyenne Parker in the lane. Parker gets the 2. Cheyenne Parker has 5 points for the Dream. Off the screen, McBride. Timeout, I think before that shot even went up. Minnesota up 45-37, second quarter at Target Center. 45-37, Minnesota leads the Atlanta Dream, who had a lot of changes this last offseason with a change in ownership, And a part of the new ownership group is Renee Montgomery, a former Lynx player and a draft pick by Minnesota, the 4th overall pick in 2009. Renee is the first WNBA player to become any part of ownership. She's also the vice president of the Dream. She was a big part of what Minnesota did here, part of a couple championships. A real fan favorite, right behind Lindsay Wayland.
Loved watching her play. Just a great player with a lot of energy. Got onto the court, always made an impact. And now I love seeing what she's doing in the W. And it's just amazing to see players becoming owners and how that's going to change the league. It's going to be huge.
It's the first in the WNBA. Congratulations to Renee Montgomery for blazing that trail. That is a huge deal.
I love it.
Turnover by Atlanta is number 11. Achanwa gets it to Collier. Minnesota playing a lot on the perimeter. Carlton's 3 from the baseline, rebounded by Collier, gets it off to McBride, and then it's Crystal Dangerfield, top of the key, a long 3 for Dangerfield.
Yeah, this is usually about the time where Crystal Dangerfield starts heating up. At the end of a quarter, right when you need some clutch shots.
4th quarter, for example. Dangerfield has 5 points.
Is it official that we can call her the team's closer?
It's not, it's unofficial,
okay.
But we'll go with that. Stripped away, McBride had it, but the Dream maintained possession. Great defense that time, though right before the shot clock expired, Courtney Williams could not get a shot off. Fantastic defense by Minnesota.
Well, Dangerfield has been so good in the last couple of games. The Lynx don't win the last couple of games without her, and it's that, making those big shots. Look at Bannum's like, yes, we see you, girl.
The little dance there, celebrating the 3. Minnesota 6 of 13 from 3. Atlanta 6 of 12. Both teams shoot really well. Knocked out of bounds by Atlanta.
Yeah. Dangerfield gets caught on a lot of mismatches out there.
Crystal Dangerfield at 5'5" is noticeably smaller on the court, but we've talked about this so many times, Leah, about her lack of fear going against anyone. Saw it last year when she won WNBA Rookie of the Year honors. That time her pass is intercepted, though. Atlanta trying to get its first points. Actually, just got its first points off of turnovers. 2 points for the Dream off turnovers, 19 for Minnesota. So just like on Friday night where there was one glaring stat, and on Friday it was points in the paint.
Yep.
So far tonight, it is this, points off turnovers.
Yep, and I love it because it means you're being active. You're locked in. You're taking advantage of mistakes from the opposing team.
Bradford. Now the 3. Ooh, 3 from the wing from McDonald. Offensive rebound. Atlanta's going to get another 14 to work with. This is Odyssey Sims, and Sims from the corner.
Sims is yet to score in this one.
And Odyssey has not played a lot, 10 minutes so far.
I think Sims is a good fit for this team, Marnie. I like how she brings a little bit of veteran leadership.
9 points on Friday in that game with 6 assists. Former Lynx player, and the call on the floor ended up being a foul on Natalie Achanwa. I think you can maybe hear some of the fan reaction, some of the grumbling in the background. First foul on Achanwa. Cheyenne Parker shooting the free throws. Rachel Bannum comes back into the game for Minnesota. Bannum played 3 minutes, hit a 3, and checked out at a very effective little stint.
She sure did. It's a difficult role when you come off the bench and you're the three-point shooter on the court.
And now Bannum has it. Draws a double team, good pass to Collier. And Fee goes up and in.
He's able to score over the defense, hands up, a contested shot.
7 points for Nafisa Collier. Look at the defense again by Minnesota. Dangerfield gets a hand on it, recovered though by Sims. Courtney Williams. Williams, oh, a tough screen. Cheyenne Parker came up to set the screen, and she and Dangerfield collided pretty hard. It'll be foul on Parker. And that is 3 for Cheyenne Parker. Cheryl Reeve calls a timeout. Lynx have 50 points. It's already their highest scoring first half of the season. To Atlanta's 38. 5 seconds left in this second quarter. Safe spaces, positive role models, brain-boosting activities like art, STEM, sports, and field trips, plus free time with friends. That is summer at Boys and Girls Clubs of the Twin Cities. Enroll your kids today at boysandgirls.org, because summer should be fun. It's been a fun game so far for Minnesota and for Lynx fans. Minnesota got out to that early 16-point lead. Then Atlanta closed the gap, but now the Lynx are starting to pull away again.
They are, and they're shooting the ball really well. We've really seen this in the games that Minnesota's been winning, just really finding their spots, moving the ball, sharing the ball, hitting high percentage from the field.
And you know, something that's not in the stat sheet, though, is the way that the Lynx have frustrated Atlanta in this game, whether it's foul calls on Hayes, who has 4, Parker has 3, or just the turnovers, just the compounding effect that making a team frustrated can have.
Coach Reeve always says she wants to be hard to play against. You know, you put a team out that just frustrates people. That's what they look like tonight. They're hard to play against.
There's a look at Tiffany Hayes on the bench with 4 fouls. She only played 9 minutes in the first half and 10 points. 4 seconds left in the first half. Collier drives to the hoop, gets the bucket. Nafisa Collier with 0.7 seconds left. A big basket for Minnesota to go to the break with even more momentum.
So exciting.
9 first half points for Collier, and what a first half it was for the Lynx. Good offense, good defense.
Yeah, I love it. And I love Nafisa, like, getting involved. Just that play was specifically for her. She takes it, she uses her body well. She does everything Fee does well to get those points.
It's a 14-point halftime lead for the Lynx, 52-38. We will celebrate the 25th season of the WNBA at halftime next at Target Center.
We are back at the half. Lynx are leading 52-38, and we are with Lynx assistant coach Planette Pearson. Planette, nice first half for your squad. 21 points off of 13 turnovers. What allowed them to be so active in that first half?
Well, we were just really focused on protecting our paint and trying to get out. And I think our players were just doing a great job of having high hands and getting the deflections on those passes and getting down and running.
All right, Planette, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Assistant coach Planette Pearson saying that the Lynx were pretty focused on protecting their paint, and the result is everything else you saw. For Minnesota, high scorers in the game so far, Kayla McBride with 14 points. Sylvia Fowles has 13 points. 10 points for Tiffany Hayes for Atlanta, but she does have 4 first-half fouls. Sylvia Fowles leads Minnesota in rebounding with 4. And Kayla McBride, you see the 4 assists. Minnesota as a team has 14 assists on 18 made field goals.
Sharing the ball quite nicely. Minnesota kind of flowing right now. And I think the big question will be for Atlanta is, can they get their defense hot enough to kind of cause some troubles, cause some issues for the Lynx? And Courtney Williams, can she get hot in this second half? We know she's a great scorer. She's been a great scorer all season long for Atlanta.
And right now, Courtney Williams has 3 points in that first half. Clarendon, Kayla McBride. McBride just had that one dribble out.
You can see Atlanta shooting the gaps. They're looking for the steals.
A foul by Sill on that play, too, away from the ball. That is the 4th foul on Sylvia, and she is going right to the bench with 13 points.
Yeah, that's too bad for Minnesota. As you see, when Achanwa comes in, we lose that big height advantage down low.
Tiffany Hayes is playing for Atlanta with 4 fouls. Williams. Courtney Williams on the baseline, stolen away by McBride, and then she had it knocked away by Odyssey Sims. Let's look at Sylvia's fourth foul. Oh, yeah, she just knocked her to the ground. Just throwing Tiffany Hayes aside. Well, I mean, and you love the physical play.
Right. I mean, that's
the
how,
intent.
Yeah, and that's how Syl plays. I mean, she's 6'6", she dominates the paint.
McBride misses the three from the baseline. Here is Tiffany Hayes. Got Bridget Carlton on her. Get it to Courtney Williams. The drive, the hang, the miss. Elizabeth Williams was there, but it's Clarendon who comes away with it.
Yeah, that's what Courtney Williams needs to do more of. She had an open lane to get to the basket. She's just not making those easy bunnies.
Achanwa. Loose basketball. Finally chased down by Hayes. Or chased down by Sims. Now Hayes has it. And Williams looking at Elizabeth Williams. Posting up on Achanwa. Williams goes up and in.
That's good, solid defense down there by Achanwa. She walled up, and there's nothing she could do about that.
Second basket of the night for Elizabeth Williams, and Hayes knocks that one away. Minnesota will retain possession.
Syl.
And Sylvia Fowles back in with 4 fouls. So I wonder if Cheryl Reeve just saw that attempt by Achanwa defensively and just saw Elizabeth Williams got the hoop maybe too easily?
I think so, and let's risk it with her in the game. Try to win with her in the game rather than have her sitting on the bench, but...
A foul, that's going to go against Elizabeth Williams. And you know, Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch said when he took over for the Wolves, his theory on playing a player with 3 fouls, 4 fouls, or just not an automatic sub out, is that the coach essentially takes his player out of the game. You essentially foul your own player out even if he doesn't get to 6 fouls because you've taken him out.
Right, so let him play.
It doesn't work all the time, and it's not right for every coach. On the break, Tiffany Hayes with the finish. 12 points now for Hayes. Who's playing with 4 fouls?
Yep. Nice job by Sims getting the turnover. And running the fast break for Atlanta.
And Sylvia Fowles is back in. We saw her go out, and she initially picked up foul 4, but she only sat for about a minute. Cheryl Reeve got her back in the game, and Fowles gets the offensive rebound up and over Elizabeth Williams.
And that's why you keep her in the game, Marnie. She's so efficient right now.
15 points, 6 rebounds for Sylvia Fowles. And she went up to get that, too. I mean, you got to be a little bit conservative with 4 fouls, but she powered up. Sims working her way to the basket, rolls off the back of the rim, gets her own rebound somehow after all of that, and another loose ball. That time Sylvia Fowles grabs it. And Clarendon in the opening court. McBride, wing for 3.
So nice looking.
Kayla McBride is 4 of 7 from 3 in this game. She shot it really well on Friday night as well. 5 of 9 from 3.
Yeah, she's got that shooter's confidence right now.
And Courtney Williams answers with 2 on the baseline.
Yeah, she loves that little mid-range baseline shot. She hasn't done a lot of it here in this game, but she certainly can try to get her team back into this game with that.
Bridget Carlton to Collier. And now Clarendon. Fee back to Clarendon. They kick it out. This is McBride off some nice dribbling, leaves it short. Odyssey Sims, 0 of 5 from the floor. Now Hayes, crossover dribble and took some contact. Right into Bridget Carlton.
Yeah, and it's a smart move by Hayes. Even though she has the foul, she's going up against Bridget Carlton. She's betting that she can beat her with her physicality to get to the line. This is Sylvia Fowles doing her work down low. And then McBride's feeling her shot. Yeah, right now, she's just got that confidence, and shooters need confidence.
Tiffany Hayes at the free throw line. She's been really efficient in her 13 minutes on the court. She's 13 points. Averages 18. You can see she's 4 of 6 in this game from the floor. Talked about her at the beginning of this game, before tip even, which had 23 points on Friday night. Atlanta lost that game by 2.
She's the only Atlanta player in double figures.
Carlton looking for an option. We talked to Bridget Carlton after shoot-around today and said she's just trying to be effective. She's trying to make a difference, trying to be impactful. She had 6 rebounds Friday night.
She said, I want to be reliable when I go out on the court, and in particular on the defensive end of the court.
Reliable. Shakina Strickland is in the game for Atlanta. She's been a DNP, was on Friday night. And here is Strickland with the basketball. Shot fake just inside the 3, leaves it short. Holds off McBride, gets the rebound. And Cheyenne Parker hits. And Shakina Strickland made an impact on that play. Cheyenne Parker finishes with the basket.
This is an interesting lineup for Minnesota.
Collier crosses over and hits Nafisa 11 points tonight.
I always think, Marnie, that Nafisa Collier creates so many mismatches for so many different teams because of her size, her ability to play the 3 and the 4, and her ability to get into the lane and make things happen.
Rebound by Sylvia Fowles. And Fee, because she can kind of play the 3, the 4, slide into a 5 sometimes, depending on the lineup. McBride. And with Damiris Dantas not in this game tonight, that changes too what Nafisa's role is.
Exactly.
Strickland guarded by Collier. And now Courtney Williams, and Collier guards her as well. Hayes out of the corner. Tiffany Hayes for 3. She's 3 of 4 from 3, 5 of 8 overall from the floor, 16 points for Tiffany. Dangerfield. And now McBride. Little floater, knocked to the ground, no call. Here's Courtney Williams. To Strickland. Tiffany Hayes wide open. Took a couple of dribbles, sized it up. Nobody came to guard Tiffany Hayes.
Yeah, Dangerfield was late on that closeout.
The 3 for Hayes has Atlanta back within. Atlanta has cut the lead down to 7 after Minnesota led by as many as 16, led by 14 at halftime. But Tiffany Hayes has been the big instigator here, 19 points tonight, and these are her numbers before this game tonight. So over the last couple of weeks, the top 5 scorers in the WNBA, Tina Charles number 1, Tiffany Hayes comes in at 5th, just under 22 points per game.
Well, you can see why. She's so active out on the court. She's athletic. She's physical, and she's willing to go in and penetrate into the paint and battle all the bigs down low. And she's got size. She can play out at the guard. She can play inside and hit 3s.
Achanwa with the pass inside to Collier, who leaves the shot short. Sylvia Fowles is back on the bench with her 4 fouls and 15 points. Tiffany Hayes with the basketball. She's got 9 points in this 3rd quarter, 19 for the game, and it's Strickland who takes the shot. McBride grabs the rebound, has it to Collier. Clarendon now. Lasia Clarendon started the game tonight for Minnesota, playing with Crystal Dangerfield in the backcourt. Collier, nice baseline try. Achanwa comes flying in for the rebound. It's out of bounds. I thought it was off Achanwa, but the officials will say no, it is Minnesota basketball.
Yeah, nice hustle there by Achanwa, doing those little things, moving without the ball while that ball's in the air.
Achanwa did not have a big, long stint when Fowles picked up her 4th foul, so maybe she heard something on the bench that inspired her. Lasia Clarendon, nice move to the basket. And Clarendon has 4 points tonight. 2nd basket for Lasia. Now Courtney Williams. 5 points for Williams. Takes a shot. Oh, up and over a couple of Minnesota defenders. That is a tough make by Courtney.
Yeah, it has been a difficult offensive night for Courtney, but they're starting to fall for her.
And Atlanta has picked up the intensity on defense, starting that swarming D that Minnesota saw on Friday night. Dangerfield gets open for 2 and hits. That is a tough
love
shot.
it. That's a tough shot, and she makes up for her height with her athleticism and her speed, her ability to come off screens.
A foul on Minnesota as Tiffany Hayes went to the floor. That's on Clarendon.
Here's Dangerfield. Sees the basket. Nice quick release.
Third foul on Lasia Clarendon after that basket. Clarendon does check out with the 3 fouls. Rachel Banham back in the game for Minnesota. Tiffany Hayes inbounding for Atlanta. Gets it to Arie McDonald. And now Williams using the screen goes back to Parker. Cheyenne Parker gets it Chanwa. And Parker gets the basket and the foul on Natalie Achanwa.
Yeah, I'm sure John was a little bit frustrated by that. She was locked in to that possession right there. She was working hard, trying to move her feet, get there quickly. And still gets the foul.
Parker at the free throw line. Converts the 3-point play. It's now a 6-point game, and this is the closest Atlanta has been since it was 4-0 Minnesota. Banham off the dribble, hits the shot. Rachel Banham has been effective in her 4 minutes on the court. 2 for 2, 5 points.
Lynx shooting 48% from the field right now. The shooters are hot.
Now the Lynx need a stop defensively. Stolen away. That is the stop right there. Dangerfield hangs on to it, and she's fouled. Odyssey that's Arie McDonald who reached in and fouled Dangerfield after Dangerfield made the steal. Collier kicks it out to Bridget Carlton, and Carlton hits a big 3 for Minnesota.
She thought that might go down. She said it has to go down eventually.
Carlton, yeah, she'd been struggling from 3 coming into tonight, was 2 of 12, and last year just phenomenal shooting from 3 at 46%. And she said it, she's shooting them, she feels good, she knows they're about to go down, and she just put one down, a big one for Minnesota. Tough shot by Tiffany Hayes. I think she wanted the foul call. A lot of contact on that play. No whistle, and it'll be Minnesota basketball with 38 seconds left in the third quarter and an 11-point Minnesota lead. A big 3 from Carlton and a big defensive stop to give the Lynx a little breathing room again. Dangerfield. She hits the 3. She knew it. Crystal Dangerfield up to 10 points now. It's an 8-0 Minnesota run.
Yeah, it's contagious. Everyone's feeling their shots, the confidence. Every time someone gets the ball in their hand, they believe that they can hit that shot.
McDonald operating the offense. Takes the screen. Nice pass into Hayes. That was a really nice look. 6 seconds left. Dangerfield pushes it up, gets the 3-pointer away. She is fouled. And I think Crystal Dangerfield was behind the 3-point line. Blocking foul is called, and she'll get 3 free throws.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried about her how she went down. It looked like I think she's just slow getting up.
The foul will go against Arie McDonald. And that is the 4th foul on McDonald. Now they're taking a look at it at the scorer's table. But if the foul stays on Arie McDonald, that'll be her 4th. Tiffany Hayes already has 4. And Cheyenne Parker has 3. So with 2.3 seconds left to go, the officials are at the scorer's table, and they are taking a look at where Crystal Dangerfield was when this foul happened to make sure she should be shooting 3 free throws and probably a check at how much time's on the clock. What do you think? You got to look, Leah.
It looks like 3. Looked like she got it right before she hit the 3-point line.
And that's really smart by Crystal Dangerfield. Good clock awareness. to know when to get the shot off. And as long as you're behind that three and you're close, you might as well try to get it off and get the 3 shots rather than take one more step. Use an extra second.
Second season, playing like a veteran.
2.3 seconds left in this third quarter. Crystal Dangerfield will get 3 free throws. She's 2 of 2 in this game so far. Came into the game 7 of 10 on the season. Last season, Crystal Dangerfield shot 92% from the free throw line to set a Lynx single season record. And Dangerfield gets the first. The Can't Tame Us collection, the all-new Minnesota Lynx collection, is out now. You can rep the squad and gear up for the season with new shirts, sweatshirts, hat, and more. Visit lynxteamstore.com to shop now. lynxteamstore.com. And that is some nice gear. The new uniforms this season look so sharp. Crystal Dangerfield trying to go 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and she does. That is big. Late in the third quarter, 2.3 seconds left to go. Courtney Williams from half court. Hit it! Courtney Williams just drained a 3 from half court to negate the free throws that Dangerfield just made.
Gave Atlanta a little bit of momentum there.
What a close to this quarter. Minnesota got 3 free throws, and then Courtney Williams, right before the buzzer, had the answer. It's a 12-point Minnesota lead. The fourth quarter is coming up next from Target Center. This has been a really entertaining game at Target Center, and on Friday night these two teams played down to the final seconds. It was a 2-point game, and Nafisa Collier hit 2 free throws at the second and a half left. And now we're going to start the fourth quarter with Minnesota leading by 12, but Courtney Williams just hit a half-court shot to bring Atlanta within 12. Now Parker.
Yeah, you really think it feels like momentum is kind of going with Atlanta. And if you think about how they started this game with all the turnovers and they were just not locked in at all in that first quarter, they're battling now here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of a mismatch too. McDonald was defending Collier, and Collier was posting her up. McDonald at 5'6", and Nafisa Collier at 6'1". McDonald just picked up her 5th team foul. Her 5th personal foul, I should say. Collier, great catch on that pass. Her reverse layup, she's fouled.
Yeah, her ability to move without the ball cutting to the basket. It's so good. It's just...
Fouls on Shakina Strickland. But McDonald is still playing in the game with 4 fouls, or with 5 fouls. Tiffany Hayes is playing with 4. Watch and Win fans, tonight's Watch 'em and Win 'em prize is a drawstring bag. Scan the QR code displayed on the screen or visit lynxbasketball.com/win for your chance to win this prize and a 20% off discount at the online team store. Winners will be notified by email. Good luck. Go Lynx. Parker. Now back to Courtney Williams. The 3-point try. Rebounded by Dangerfield.
Lynx got lucky there because Banham got hung up on a screen.
Banham from the wing. That's a big 3-pointer by Rachel Banham.
Yeah, this is a big game for Rachel Banham. She's starting to feel her shot, coming in, being effective off the bench.
2 of 2 from 3, and 3 of 3 overall in this game. Williams misses, and Dangerfield rebounds again. Crystal Dangerfield pushing it up the court. Chanwa top of the key. Chanwa all alone in the wing. A little strong off the back of the rim. Collier goes up for the rebound with Strickland. And they're going to get Nafisa Collier with the foul. For Collier, though, that's just her 2nd. Sylvia Fowles is sitting out still with 4 fouls. And here's Rachel Banham's 3.
Yeah, we have been waiting for her to heat up, and we knew it would happen. And tonight is the night, but Rachel Banham just looks really comfortable out there on both ends of the court, but hitting big shots.
8 points in 7 minutes for Rachel Banham. Crystal Bradford just plows into Bridget Carlton. It's an offensive foul on Bradford.
That's how the bench is calling it.
Yeah, quite a reaction from Minnesota's bench.
I like it.
Good job by Bridget Carlton to hold her ground there in the starting lineup tonight. Again, no Damiris Dantas with the back issue. Collier, a little strong. Bradford the rebound. Williams. Taking the screen from Cheyenne Parker. Courtney Williams behind the back, keeping the dribble alive, guarded by Collier, and then a nice up and under move. Wow, a scoop move from Courtney Williams, and she has 12 points tonight.
Yeah, she's a special offensive player, and even when you throw some good defense on her, she's going to score on you.
Banham moves it in a couple steps and still hits, and Rachel Banham is perfect. 4 of 4. She's got 10 points.
It's a little bit of mid-range game.
Best game of the season so far for Rachel Banham. And then Ari McDonald drives in, and she's fouled by Crystal Dangerfield. And for Dangerfield, that is just her first foul. Nice game, too, for Dangerfield with 13 points. So the rookie McDonald goes to the line. She's got 9 points in this game, playing with 5 fouls. She's so far 2 of 2 from the line and hits this first one.
Lynx doing a nice job getting their bench involved in this one. 27 points for the Lynx bench. 30 points for Atlanta's bench. So both teams digging down a little bit and using all their players.
Yep, and for Atlanta, it's McDonald right here and Parker, who have the bulk of that. And for Minnesota, it's Dangerfield and Banham, the backcourt. Seven and a half minutes to play. Minnesota has led this entire game, but Atlanta has come storming back a couple of different times. And the Lynx would like to just have a little breathing room as they finish this one. And Achanwa will help with that. A beautiful drive by Natalie Achanwa.
Yeah, that was really nice. And you see her every single game just getting into the flow of the offense. She's done the little things in the past games, but this one she looks comfortable.
Parker had it stolen away. Dangerfield sprints up the court, and she's fouled, and that is against Tiffany Hayes, and that's going to be number 5 against Hayes. And Tiffany Hayes has played this entire second half, or they're going to call the foul against Bradford. I stand corrected. That is not a foul against Tiffany Hayes. It's against Bradford. But Tiffany Hayes has played this entire second half, and she has not picked up a foul in the second half. She had 4 before halftime. Dangerfield is 5 of 5 from the free throw line. With that make, she now has 14 points. Mike Peterson and Cheryl Reeve, and just the strategy of playing the same team, same venue. 2 nights later, we're going to see this throughout the season. I like it as a fan. I just feel like it creates a little more rivalry and a little more I punch you, do you punch back kind of strategy.
Like a playoff game. We love it. You get to see the team, and then you come back and you change the strategy and see if you can beat them. And I think the players like it as well. I just think it kind of creates a little bit more rivalry between the teams.
Bridget Carlton talked about it this morning and said that she's one of those players that likes to know everything about an opponent. So she studies and she absorbs every piece of information that she can find. And so having the same team twice is helpful to her because it's so fresh in her memory, and she can just dig in and find as much info as possible. And that was a foul on Bridget Carlton. And Courtney Williams shot the free throw.
I'm curious if the league would consider
go ahead.
If the league would consider keeping this format post-COVID days. Obviously, it was put into place to
limit some of the travel. ease back into a sort of a normal season. Dangerfield off the dribble. 17 points for Crystal Dangerfield. What a night on 4 of 6 shooting. And a quick answer from McDonald.
Dangerfield has slipped into her fourth quarter attack mode.
10 of her 13 points on Friday came in the fourth quarter. Minnesota will retain possession with 12 on the shot clock, 6:09 on the game clock. Elizabeth Williams checks back in. Parker goes to the bench.
And Marnie, it seems to be working, having both Clarendon and Dangerfield sharing that position, splitting time.
We've seen good things, and right now it's just Dangerfield running the point, but each has said it kind of takes the pressure off to have another ball handler out there.
Yeah, and even having Clarendon start the game and Dangerfield finish the game. Just kind of knowing that it's not just going to be one of them that is the main person all the time.
Banham goes to the floor on a hard collision. That's going to be a foul on Elizabeth Williams, the offensive foul. And Rachel Banham is a little slow to get up. That was a pretty solid collision. We'll take another look at it here.
Oh, yeah, she ran right into that screen.
And it looked like there was a little nudge on the screen, too, so that's why Elizabeth Williams was whistled for that foul. Minnesota tonight started the game 13-0. It jumped out to that lead, and Atlanta has never gotten closer than 6 since that early start for the Lynx. It's just been a really good offensive and defensive game, and there's a foul away from the ball. Is that against Sylvia Fowles? She just came back in.
She looks frustrated.
That's what she's saying, too. I just got back on the court, and that foul, yes, it is against Sylvia, and it is foul number 5.
5 minutes and 29 seconds left in this one. Hold on, Sil.
Hold on, Sil. Get to the end. She's guarding Tiffany Hayes right there on that shot. Hayes has played with 4 fouls since the second quarter. Banham, perfect from the field, coming off the bench. She's 4 of 4. Now this is Carlton. Getting a little closer look, and Bridget Carlton's got 7 points.
Good ball movement by the Lynx. Carlton finds a gap, gets a nice open look.
McDonald short, and Carlton grabs the rebound. Her second of the night. She had 6 on Friday night. We talked about her contributions. Carlton picks up the dribble, gets the shot off, and Bridget Carlton will shoot 2 free throws. Here's a look at that 5th foul on Sylvia Fowles just a minute ago.
She kind of leaned in.
Yep, she did. Yep. And the officials called it on Atlanta just a couple of plays before that, so it's only fair. I mean, Elizabeth Williams, when she tried to screen Rachel Banham, and it looked like there was that extra lean.
Yep.
And it looked like Elizabeth Williams kind of went forward, and Sil Fowles there, it looked like went to the left.
To the left. Yeah, no, the officials are calling moving screens tonight, so
be noted.
So be noted, folks.
An even 20-point lead for the Lynx. They've already scored more points than they have in any game this season. Friday night, 86 against Atlanta was the season high for Minnesota. Lynx are at 91. And a great defensive possession ends with a steal. And you can hear the bench, the crowd, everyone's just pushing this team. Dangerfield off the back of the rim for 3. Strickland the rebound.
The crowd wanted that one.
Bradford with the spin move. Crystal Bradford with a nice finish.
That was a beautiful way to get to the basket.
Bradford off the bench has 8 points tonight for the Dream. Carlton picks up the dribble and makes a tough pass that's stolen away by Billings. And Monique Billings gets the offensive rebound, but not the basket. Eventually, that goes to Bradford. So now the Dream cut into it just a little bit. 16 points is the margin now with 3:47 left to play. Here is your game summary tonight, where the Lynx got an early boost from Sylvia Fowles, who has 15 points tonight on 6 of 7 shooting.
Sylvia Fowles doing what she does best, and then McBride decides to get involved in this one, and she has been the hot hand in this game. Little mid-range game as well.
3.5 minutes to play at Target Center. The Lynx are trying to win a third consecutive game. It would be back-to-back wins over the Atlanta Dream at Target Center if the Lynx can get this one to the finish line. Foul on Elizabeth Williams as Sylvia Fowles trying to work her way to the basket. Minnesota is in the bonus, so it will be 2 free throws for Fowles, who has 15 points, 7 rebounds, 6 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Tickets for Kids Charities works to create a world where our most vulnerable children feel included, valued, and inspired to reach their full potential. Every $25 donation makes it possible for 6 kids to explore a museum, attend a concert or sporting event, help make sure these opportunities are part of every childhood. To donate, visit ticketsforkids.org. Bradford, blocked by Carlton. She gets it back, though. Off the front of the rim and rebounded by Billings. Strickland, guarded by Banham. Uses the screen, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bradford drives. And Collier grabs the rebound.
Nothing coming easy right now for Atlanta.
Not at all. It has been that kind of a night, too. Credit Minnesota's defense tonight. Here's Collier. The jump shot is good for Nafisa Collier at 14 points.
Beautiful little pocket pass into Collier from Rachel Banham.
McDonald drives to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled. That will go against Crystal Dangerfield. Minnesota's defense just has been really, really solid from the start of this game tonight, Leah.
Look at that. Double teams walling up, keeping them out of the paint, getting your hands in the passing lanes, willing to battle for the ball, stealing, turning people over, scoring off of turnovers.
At halftime, Minnesota had forced 13 turnovers and scored 21 points. Right now, 19 turnovers for Atlanta. That's 26 points for the Lynx. Minnesota's turned the ball over 9 times. Atlanta's turned that into 9 points. So it's been a huge difference in this game tonight. Ari McDonald hits the first free throw. Natalie Achanwa checks in for Minnesota. Sylvia Fowles will head to the bench. 17 points, 7 rebounds. The final tally, 5 fouls for Syl.
The crowd shows their appreciation for Sylvia Fowles, who really has been good for the Lynx this season. Strong, healthy, dominating the paint.
Banham, can she stay perfect? Yeah, you better believe it. Rachel Banham has been fantastic off the bench tonight. She's 3 of 3 from 3 and 5 of 5 overall. 13 points for Rachel Banham in 13 minutes.
Yeah, it's really fun to see Rachel get rolling like this because we knew she had it. She played so well in the bubble. And
that's a lot of room to give a three-point shooter,
she
too.
was wide open.
And there's Damiris Dantas missing tonight's game with back spasms.
A little support to her teammate.
No doubt. Elizabeth Williams misses the first free throw. She's got 4 points in this game. But 2 starters for Atlanta have not scored. Hawkins and Sims, neither one, Tiana Hawkins nor Odyssey Sims, scored a point in this game for Atlanta.
And ironically, you have 3 bench players for Atlanta that are in double figures.
Lynx working a little time off the clock, but trying to maintain possession. Collier will take the 3. Strong at the back of the iron. So the Dream will get possession. Lasia Clarendon checks back in for Minnesota. Collier will take a seat. Nafisa Collier, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Another solid game for Nafisa.
A good all-around performance. That's right. Bradford off the fake. The drive, miss, gets her own rebound. The foul and one. And it's just a refusal by Atlanta to just kind of go quietly, which is admirable. This Dream team is really fighting to the very finish.
Well, a team that leads the league in offensive rebounds. That's really what we're used to them doing, is going in, grabbing boards, getting second chance points, and they're going to keep doing it right here to the very end.
11.7 offensive rebounds per game, number 1 in the WNBA coming into this tonight. Chanwa gets the rebound. A minute 30 left in the game, an 18-point Minnesota lead. We'll see if the Lynx can get 100. Chanwa loses it. Strickland is on the floor with it. Timeout, Mike Peterson trying to keep the possession. And the last, 3.5 minutes are going to take a while at Target Center. It's not going to be a quick finish tonight. But as long as the Lynx come out ahead, it really doesn't matter. After tonight, Minnesota will hit the road and travel to Washington to play on the road. And then it's against LA, Chicago, and 2 games against the Wings in Dallas. So yeah, that first game is at Washington. And then it's just a 1-game road trip, which is all Minnesota has seen so far this season. 1 game at New York, 1 game at Seattle, there's 1 game at Washington, and then 2 home games, LA and Chicago, and a couple in Dallas. And after this win, the Lynx will improve to 3-4 with 3 straight wins. And things will kind of even out a little bit. Seattle still at the top, but Connecticut, Las Vegas, but there's a lot of parity in the league. And we have to keep in mind how early it is in the season. There's also an Olympic break this year. That changes a lot of things for a lot of teams. Just that amount of time off. And did you have an Olympian? And what is that player like when she rejoins your team? It just, nothing is decided after the first few weeks of the season.
Right, and I think that's what was so important for the Lynx players to understand as they went 0-3, is that to stick with this, or 0-4, that you can get back into this season. It's plenty long. Take your time, and now they've worked their way back in, and that's really the key. And I think Coach Reeve has done a great job of communicating that to them, that this is what we have to do to win, and now they're starting to feel that.
And we can't win 5 games tonight. We can only win this game tonight, and that's where Minnesota's focus has been. Strickland, 3-pointer. Chanwa, the rebound. Clarendon tracks it down. 1 minute left to play. Dangerfield, who's had a really nice night off the bench, 17 points for Crystal. Finds Carlton in the corner, short to Chanwa, offensive rebound right before the shot clock went off. 2 more points and an offensive rebound for Natalia Chanwa. And that is the Lynx getting to 100. Far and away the highest scoring game for Minnesota this season. Bradford almost loses it, then officially it does go out of bounds.
I like the defensive intensity right to the very end of this game for Minnesota. And Clarendon is just working out there, but the whole team together working and communicating with 23 seconds left on the clock.
And the Lynx fans are starting the Whose House, Our House chant. And that's meaningful because last season there was no Our House. Right. Or the Our House was in Bradenton, Florida.
In a bubble.
The Lynx got out to a 13-0 lead tonight, and they will shake hands with 5 seconds left. Carlton just waiting to dribble this thing out. 100-80. 3 consecutive wins for the Lynx. A wire-to-wire win tonight over the Dream.
Well, the Lynx felt a little desperate and a little bit panicked, and now things are just smoothed out. They're showing they can play basketball with the best of the teams in this league, and different players have stepped up. The backbones that have been there from the beginning, Sylvia Falls, has been outstanding. It's really been fun to watch this team grow.
A fantastic win for Minnesota tonight. Kayla McBride had 19 points to lead Minnesota, and we will chat with McBride right after this on Valley Sports North. A wire-to-wire win tonight for Minnesota. 80 points for Atlanta, 100 for Minnesota. That's a 20-point win in celebration at midcourt between Nafisa Collier and Sylvia Falls. And Kayla McBride is with us here post-game. 19 points for McBride. Kayla, the way you guys started this game, you came out just absolutely running all over the place. You looked like you were shot out of a cannon. It was 13-0 before we even blinked. What were you guys doing, and what did you establish at the very start of this game?
I mean, we just played this team 2 nights ago, so we wanted to come out with a lot of energy, you know, and win the tiebreaker. You know, obviously we got 2 games at home against a great Atlanta team. They're playing great, and we wanted to come out with a lot of energy in front of our home crowd. You know, we've had 2 in a row. We wanted to get this 3rd one. It was a big deal for us. You know, we're still coming together. We're still figuring out how to win games together and trust each other. And I thought today was a testament to that. It was a total team effort. You know, shout out Rachel Banham. She came out. You know, she's been struggling a little bit. Just shooters got to shoot. So I think it was a total team effort. BC, Ace had a great game. You know, it was a total team effort, and that's what we need to win games. So it was a lot of fun out there today.
Kayla, you were hitting big shots from the three-point line, and it felt like it was contagious. And then Rachel started hitting big shots. And do you feel like when you get rolling, you can get the rest of your team going as well?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, shout out our point guards for getting into the paint and kicking out too. I mean, when they're able to get in, and Stills in there, Fee's in there, kicking out. I mean, lock and low. That's what Coach always says, and you know, it's my job. That's what I'm here to do. You know, I love it. I love being here. I love playing in front of this crowd. I had a lot of energy coming out today, especially 2 games in 3 days. It's hard, so I wanted to bring the energy, kind of let everybody settle into the game, and I was able to do that today.
You just said that you love playing in front of this crowd, Kayla, and it's your first season in Minnesota. And as you were walking over to put on this headset to do the interview, you were clapping to the crowd who was clapping at you.
Yeah.
What kind of love have you felt from Minnesota fans so far?
Oh my gosh, so much love. I love playing here. Target Center, I had my whole career, and so to actually be a part of it, to feel it, to be on the other side of it has been amazing. And I'm just thankful. You know, I'm super thankful, grateful. I chose to come here in the offseason for this exact reason. You know, to be a part of Minnesota Lynx, be a part of this culture, be a part of this fan base. And so, you know, to be here and get this win like this in front of them, 3rd win in a row, it feels good.
Well, they have embraced you the way you have embraced them.
Sure.
We all have. So we appreciate you. Great game tonight, Kayla. Congrats on this win.
Thanks, guys.
3 consecutive wins now for the Lynx after beating Atlanta in back-to-back games, both Friday night and tonight at Target Center. Kayla McBride had 19 points, and the Lynx have put something together. They win tonight, 100-80, the final score at Target Center. The next Lynx game for us, Tuesday at 6 o'clock at Washington. Our next broadcast, Saturday against the Spark on 7 o'clock on Valley Sports North. For Leah B. Olson, I'm Marnie Gellner. Good night. Lynx, beat the dream at Target Center.